Hello YouTube, hope you're all keeping well out there. Here it is, a massive pickups video going from April of last year 2025 all the way through to January 2026, so that's 10 months worth of pickups. Yeah, there's a bit here, there's quite a bit here, and what I'm going to do is I might do it in 2 videos, or I might stitch them both together at the end. I don't know, we'll see how it turns out together. I'm going to start with all the toys here and then do a separate segment with all the gaming stuff. So I'll either bolt them together like I said, or I'll have them as like a part 1 part 2 video. I don't know, see how it goes. So if I do change clothing, the lighting changes, my stubble grows more, I lose my hair, you know why. It's because I'm filming it in 2 different stages. Right, enough of that, let's get on with it. I can't do it in any sort of chronological order, I just literally cannot remember when I picked these things up. But I'm going to start with something that's been on my eBay list for a while and my want list for a while, and it's a board game, I Want to Bite Your Finger.
I want to bite your finger, it's a Dracula game. Set the clock, just try your luck.
If Dracula's cape opens, you have to put your finger in his mouth and press the lever. If he leaves a mark on your finger, you have to start over again.
He didn't bite me!
If you can sneak all the way around Dracula's house, you'll win the game.
You're not supposed to bite people.
It's a Dracula game.
I want to bite your finger from Hasbro.
I can't remember who had this as a friend, but I remember the advert on TV, and I really wanted this game. I mean, the artwork's fantastic. I used to love my creature features and Universal Monsters, so Dracula, Werewolf's my favourite, bit of Frankie. It's all complete as well. It's just one end of the box is missing, but I got this for a really good price. But I'm going to look into actually giving it a go at some point. Obviously, you put your finger in, don't you, at the end, to see if Dracula. You spin the dial or something, and you see if Dracula's going to bite your finger. And when he does, he leaves like 2 red ink deposits, like fang deposits, on your finger. But obviously the ink dries up. But I'm sure there's ways of getting this all working again. Now I'm going to risk, creating a backdrop first. Right, sticking with that actually. These are newer figures that I've picked up in the NECA range, and they're again Universal Monsters. So I've got 3. I've got Frankenstein. Don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, if I'm going to take them out, but I love the artwork on the boxes. They've got that old kind of 30s, 40s sepia tone, bleached kind of colour box art, really well done. And NECA, I know there's a few people that say they're not really well built, but I'm taking a gamble on these, and they're all the sculpts, the detail on these are always really good. So anyways, get that one in there. I've got my favourite here, Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr., for those in the know of the 40s, 50s films. And that's obviously Frankie's Boris Karloff. And here we got Bela Lugosi as Dracula. Got these all for a really good price. I mean, I'm noticing there it says $48.99. I did not, I paid less than half of that. About 20 I paid for this one. So yeah, really pleased with these. Next, another. I've been looking, this has been on my to watch list for quite a while on eBay. I don't know if I wanted it in the box, I really wanted to take it out, and the decision was made where I found this one for a good price, out of the box, no box included in this. And it's from one of my favourite sort of horror movies. Obviously there's a lot of comedy in there, American Werewolf in London. And that's the Kessler Wolf. Lovely weight to him. And again, it's NECA, really nice sculpt, lovely detail. And you've got 2 different heads to put on him there. There's that one. I'm going to rest his head on his bum. There. Next, another NECA figure. I'll try and keep them maybe grouped in some sort of order. And it's the Predator Jungle Hunter. It's switch my computer off there so it's not beeping all the time. Yeah, again, lovely attention to detail on that one. Again, there's not really many I'm gonna be picking up new. I do like the retro stuff, but M.A.S.K do bring out some fantastic looking figures every now and again. Right, sticking with maybe some new box figures. I popped into Smith's ages ago to get my nephew his birthday present, and whilst I'm in there, it doesn't hurt, does it, to go and look at A, the games, and B, some of the figures and toys for me. And there was a few things in there. So I got some Metroid figures. I got standard Samus, and what suits this? Just a different version of Samus in this one here. As I say, they each come with a morph ball as well. I've seen I think it was Toy Slacker, who's an American toy collector, retro games toy collector, and he picked up one of these, and it just sparked my imagination and memory. I was like, oh yeah, I remember those. And he picked up these CEDs, by the way, and they're just basically massive cartridges, analog, that you put in to a player prior to laser discs. So I went through and had a look. Yeah, CD video discs. I went through and looked at what's around. There's one other film one I wouldn't mind getting, but I'm not going stupid with these. I love the artwork for Monty Python Live at the Hollywood Bowl, and if you haven't seen this, it's hilarious, brilliant. I really suggest you check this out. Great artwork there by one of the fifth Python, Terry Gilliam. Yeah, right, this is all going to fall over, I think. It's lying down. And the other one is still sealed, and it's from a fantastic music video of one of my favourite bands, or they're right up there anyway, Pink Floyd's Live at Pompeii. Again, if you're a fan of Floyd and early sort of rock like this, prog rock, psychedelic rock, give this a go. It's fantastic, and the setting in Pompeii is beautiful. Right, my granddad, bless him, whenever I used to go around there, he had kind of minimal toys around there. He had a lot of Meccano and a few electrical, mechanical stuff and mechanical tin toys. And this one I've been keeping an eye out for a very long time. And it came up. Usually it's in America of all places, and Japan. But it's a money box. This tin money box, and it's from the 50s or 60s, I think. But he's in lovely condition. It still all works. I won't do that too much. We don't want this noise going on for a while. But basically, it flicks the coin. The hippo opens his mouth and he catches it in there, and that's where you store your money. Yeah, made in Japan. So I'm not sure how Grandad got this. This is a lovely little piece that means a lot to me and reminds me of my lovely, wonderful Grandad. So there's that one. Right, Transformers. I'm not going bonkers. I always say this, but I'm not going bonkers. I'm just getting the ones that mean a lot to me. But yes, the first generation of characters that are very close to my heart. As in saying that, I think this is for the second generation, but they're beautifully well made. It's the Dinobots. I bought all four. There are five. But I bought these four. What's he called? Snarl, Sludge, Slag. Love that name.
You slags.
And Grimlock, the leader of the Dinobots. But they're all for a fantastic price. I already had a Snarl, so I just looked at which one was better. I think it was the one I originally had. Just better chrome on there, gold chrome plating, and yeah, just kept the best ones, Frankensteined them together. I was never a fan. My mate Graham, 2 doors up, as a kid, had Slag here. And the horns, I don't think in the cartoon they were red, and that really irked me. I'm gonna have to check that. I might put an image up there and then we can both discover together. But yeah, that really irked me and put me off him. The two I had as a kid was Snarl and Sludge. really wanted Grimlock, and I really wanted the one that still eluded me here because it's the most rare, the Pteranodon Swoop. And I think that was only really sold in America. I think maybe a limited amount made it over to the UK, but yeah, he commands a bit more of a price, but I will get him at some point. On some die-cast cars now, and I've had this in my eBay watch for quite a while. Oh man, is there a doctor in the house? I need my head examined for some of this stuff. I used to have this car case, and I used to make dens like in my bedroom cupboard. Use this steering wheel and like my car, my imaginary car in there. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is just fill it up with some of the cars that I think are cool, that I find out and about, or the ones I had as a kid, or my friend Graham, he had a great car collection. And just fill this up, and then call it quits, he says. But I've got this other one, so a Corvette Stingray. It's a bit long actually, doesn't quite fit. There's some other bits I'm going to show you in a minute, because I went to a toy fair up in Birmingham, NEC. That one I remember having. And most of the cars I had were Hot Wheels or Matchbox. They're the ones I really, really liked. You go in there. Oh god, yeah, that'll do. So yeah, just going to fill that one up. I used to love my cars. You going to stay? No, you're not. I'm going to arrest you down there. Right, one more car which was new, which I got at the same time as getting the Metroid figures. I looked at the Hot Wheels, and I'm a big fan of the movie Old School with Will Ferrell and the Owen brothers. Certainly Luke Wilson's in there. Is it Luke Wilson? Yeah, Luke, not Owen. And that's the van they had. Really good film, really funny, kind of a classic, cult classic. So I got that one. Right. I went to a charity shop. This on my way to my mum's, and sometimes when I take my daughter there, I'll go to the supermarket. I'll whiz in, and I usually drive by there. Shall I? Shan't I? Yeah, why not? Check it out. Went in there, and it is hit and miss. But this time I had a little hit. I don't have them here because I sewed them on. But as I was walking around the toys section, I sort of double tuck, looked down, and I was like, that's M.A.S.K, isn't it? From the 80s, and it was the M.A.S.K hot rod car, like the teal coloured car with the flame graphics on it. And I couldn't put my eyes, and so I grabbed that. It was only £2. They didn't know what it was. So I picked that up, and I thought, right, I'll keep my eyes open to see if any more have come in as well. I scanned that area, didn't see any, but as I was walking back, I glanced over at the end of the toy aisle before I was paying for this, and I found Matt Tracker's, I had it as a kid, car, the red Thunderhawk. So I picked that up. That was in quite a tatty state, but the hot rod was, I can't remember that car's name, so I never owned it. That was in really good condition, that one. But I brought those back, flipped them on, and then the money from that obviously goes back into the collection to get me other quality produce tat. So I got those, and then in the same no, it wasn't the same place, literally the same day, I went into Tesco's down near me, and there's a okay-ish charity shop, very, very mix, and with the occasional hit, and they had these in there. I've already got one, and one's camping out in a garden tree at the moment, but these, I can't remember what they're called, not Husky Heroes, I don't know, they were in like mechanical diggers and all that, but yeah, really well made. God knows why I'm keeping these, but that one's going to go back out into the garden to join the poorer quality version of this one, but this one I had as a kid, and this is staying in the games room. God blimey, what am I doing collecting this stuff? It brings joy to my heart, it really does. Right, Centurions. Love the Centurions. Transformers was great, Master of the Universe was great. Love my Star Wars figures. Bit of M.A.S.K, definitely, but Centurions, they were awesome figures, massive chunky things. And I got these two together for a really good price. I've got another Jake Rockwell up there. He's in Wild Weasel, but I wouldn't mind getting his Hornet weapon system. But that one goes for, yeah, like all of these things, all the prices are going up. But yeah, I've got these two figures. I need to get some weapon system for Max-Ray, and I need Ace McCloud, but I was never a fan, I've said this before, of the sculpt of Ace McCloud. I just didn't think it looked like the cartoon. Well, those two look really good. And obviously he looks a bit like Tom Selleck. Always a bonus. What else did I get? Oh, there was some sort of sale on maybe HMV, just with some of their like geeky pop, nerdy other like items, and I picked a couple up. I got the Castlevania collective coin, and it's got Simon Belmont on there. Do like the Castlevania series, but Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo is one of my top 2 games of all time. I absolutely love it. And obviously the Belmonts are the stars of that particular game. I got this. It's an ingot in like nice retro alien style, and it's got the alien xenomorph there, alien salivate in there as a gold ingot. It's limited edition, 24 karat gold plated, and yeah, I just thought it was a nice little knick-knack. Keep it sealed. Happy days. What else did I get? Oh, these were late night. We've all done it, I'm sure. I can't be alone. Please say I'm not. Late night, scrolling through eBay after a few drinkies, and just stuff popping into my head as I'm watching YouTube videos as well on the big TV. And I thought, Garbage Pail Kids, yeah. I'll see if there's anything that resembles my name, my wife's name, and my daughter's name. I got one for myself anyway, and it's Clay Claw. Didn't even know this one existed. It must be in one of the later series, and it is, because obviously the first series cards command a bit more money now. But yeah, little knick-knack for the room, games room, retro room. And I remember phone cards as well. Oh god, what am I picking up? This isn't a rabbit hole, believe you me. I thought, right, let's just pick one, just as like a reminder of that sort of time in England. And as I said earlier, I went to Birmingham NEC in September with my friends, Pete and Graham, who I grew up with, and we all sort of were kids together. So we all played with these sort of toys. We all, interacted with these things. So it's such a buzz going up there and looking around. We go up there the night before, have a few drinks, get a good meal, get up nice and early, get the early bird, get over to the NEC, and go hunting around and reminiscing. I picked up a fair few bits, and I did promise my daughter I'd pick up some bits. She wanted some lady figures. I'll start with them actually. I got her Chitara from Thundercats. I got her Evil Lyn from Masters of the Universe, He-Man. I got her the Knights, the guns down there, I'll probably just leave that down there. Leia from Jedi, when she comes in disguise to save Han. And I think that was it. Other figures I got for myself, I got a few from Masters of the Universe. Buzz Off, what a great name. I'll make Graham had this as a kid. I never owned this when I was a kid, but it is quite a cool design with the wings there. All nice and intact. All of these figures, and it's a good thing, I'm not too bothered by all the paraphernalia that came with them, or the weaponry. I'm just as interested in the figure, and that saves so much headache. They need to be in good condition, don't get me wrong. And if they do come with a gun, great, but I am just not in that headspace and going down that rabbit hole looking for the original pistols and guns for these things. I got Beastman. He's one of the first ones I got back in the day. Again, these are from like the earlier series of releases. Triclops. Now, saying what I've just said, I wouldn't mind getting his sword because he had a bloody great long green sword, but we'll see. He's got a wobbly head, but I thought he was a great figure. Zodak, don't know if that's the right gun. That's what he had in his hand when I bought him. I got a Mr. T. He came with quite a few bits and bobs. What did he come with? Like a tool case, some cable wire cutters, and a belt. I think he's got a machine gun down there. But I only want Mr. T. That's the one I had as a kid. Not bothered by the others. These wasn't superpowers, was it? They were DC. This is Secret Wars figures. Captain America I had. I think I've got his lenticular holographic shield that came with him. I had him as a kid. I remember the red paintwear coming off him. It's very difficult to find these in good condition. The paint is not very well applied and comes off. I remember getting a red permanent pen and sort of drawing it back in, but it was like a blood red, and it just didn't, the things you do as a kid. That one, Iron Man, I didn't have, but Graham did. I just love these figures. I've got Wolverine. He was excellent. And Graham had this one, and this one's hard to find. Spider-Man with nice paintwear, and he's really, really nice. Just a little bit on his toe there, but I was really happy with that. And I got all these bundled together for a really good price with a couple more. I sold the other two. It was Dr. Doom. Oh, what was the other one? Can't remember. Another guy, Magneto maybe, and recouped quite a bit of the money back. That's why you do it. I got some M.A.S.K. This is one I had. Brad Turner on the vehicle Condor. You're going to sit in. Yeah. And a lot of the time you find the windshield missing or something missing from the bike itself. But this is in lovely condition. That was a nice little find up at the NEC. I've got Floyd Malloy figure. I remember finding that one out playing in some trees and rocks where just outside our house in the street. Matt Tracker with his helmet. Oh, I can't remember what this one's called. Dusty Rhodes, maybe, I don't know. This geezer. And I can't remember this one's name. Alex? I don't know. Oh, beardy there. He looks like Ink Northerner a bit. Star Wars figures, only picked up a few, just as and when. I'm trying to avoid getting a lot of the toys on eBay, and it's much more fulfilling, and just more of a buzz finding these things out in the wild as and when. But I had this Han Solo from Jedi. Oh, I can't remember what this thing's called. Is he Bounty Hunter? Is he something to be? To be or not to be? This robot bug looking creature. An Imperial Guard. Again, the cape's in nice condition on that one. Greedo. Thought he's a great figure. Really nice figure, that one. And on the back of that, I've been picking up a lot of these stands as well. Just buy a load of them, keep them in a bag down there, and then when I get my new figures, pop them up along there. And the last figure, we keep an eye out for these little things, muscles, and these are bloody expensive. I remember having this one. Ooh. So I'm only getting the ones again that mean something to me, or I had back as a kid. And I remember buying them. I'm sure it was 99p. They used to come in like this clear dustbin, didn't they? That would have a lid, and they'd all be crammed in there. I think they're only a couple quid or a pound or something, I think. But now they're definitely more than that. So, and I'm only interested in the flesh colour ones as well, because those are the ones I had. I picked up a couple of cars. I just thought looked really cool. That's a Lancia Stratos concept car. So that'll go in my case. Something that reminded me so much. The classic Ferrari. I can't remember what it is. 480. It's the one that old Tom Selleck Magnum had in the hit TV show. I got a watch from Tommy Pizarro's Pieces up there. This is for my daughter. She loves Yoshi, and I've got her Yoshi watch. She's been playing Yoshi on the Wii U, Woolly World, and enjoying that. So she's really pleased with that, and we'll be glad to get it back. I've had it in this room to do the pickups with for quite a long time. And last but not no means least, there was only one pack of these, and always takes me. I used to love my cards. Again, it's the collecting thing, isn't it? It's a sign that I always had this condition, this affliction, this curse. And yeah, Dark Crystal. So I picked one of those up. Love the film, very nostalgic. Does it come with gum? I don't know, but if it does, it's probably disintegrated into dust by now. From 1982, and yeah, wrapped around in these lovely wax paper packets. And that's it for the toy collection. Like I said, it might be now that I'm going to do a part 2 with the gaming stuff behind me. See how I go. I'm going to clear this desk and get all the games down there, or I'll put this up as a video and then do the video games as a separate video. So just in case, I'm going to say thanks very much, YouTube. Take care out there, stay safe, I'll see you again.